Hey everyone, Tony George, Doc Sports, Tuesday update. More Crown basketball action from the MGM Square Garden in Las Vegas tonight with Central Florida taking on Oregon State. Of course, last night we gave you the Nebraska Cornhuskers who overcame a second half 11-point deficit to win by 8 as Bobby Hurley gets his rear end coached off again. Tonight we're going to talk about this game. Then we're going to tell you about a big opportunity night in the NBA prop market over at DocSports.com and give you a Vegas Beat podcast update. It debuts this week. I'll tell you when to tune in to that and all about that after the free play. So Central Florida opened up around 4. Now they're up to 5.5 against Oregon State. And they are going up in odds despite the fact that Keyshawn Hall, their leading scorer and one of their top rebounders, is in the transfer portal. And I liked him at 4. Even without him, I'll tell you why. Because Oregon State, their top 3 scorers have entered the transfer portal. They're not playing. 75% of their offense is gone. And 2 of their top rebounders, which is a big deal. We talk about rebounding all the time. That's a big deal. Because Central Florida isn't really that good at rebounding, but that edge for, Oregon State's diminished severely, especially when it comes to point production. And what this offers also is a chemistry issue. You haven't played in a long time. Your top 3 guys you count on are out. There's all kinds of dynamics going on there that weren't going on in the regular season. And Central Florida has that issue, but not near as much as Oregon State does. And, of course, Central Florida also is battle-tested playing in the Big 12 this year. All that being said, if you take a look at last night's 4 games in this tournament, which shocked me because I commented on this yesterday. Usually when teams have a long layoff and they're playing on a neutral floor against teams, they're not used to playing, so on and so forth, you'll see some unders. All 4 games went over the total last night in this tournament. All 4 of them, 4-0. Now, in this game here, the total is around 155-ish, 155.5. That's too many. I'm going to play the under in this game. If you take a look at Central Florida, they're 155th in points per possession, which isn't that good. If you take a look at Oregon State, they're 22nd, and they play at a very slow pace. And they're probably going to play at a slower pace tonight based on a bunch of new faces in the lineup. That being said, them being 22nd in points per possession, just like their rebounding edge, that gets diminished with your top 3 leading scorers out. I think you'll see a lower scoring game than 155 here. I'm going to play the under in this game. Over at DocSports.com, we have a 7-unit NBA prop play tonight on a 2-pack of props. I've been saying this all year long. We've cashed our last 2 7-unit prop picks here in the last couple of weeks. We're 63% year to date with NBA props. The season's almost over, the regular season, which is an accomplishment. Anytime you're sitting at any sport season at 63% with less than 3 weeks left in the season, you've had a good year. I've been saying this. I said this during the NFL. I'm telling you now, the prop market is soft. If you're a side and total player only, or you're betting parlays or whatever, you need to get involved in the prop market. And tonight is low-bearing fruit, and we're going to pick it. Odds makers, for whatever reason, and they kind of stepped it up in the NFL and got a little sharper as the season goes along, but a lot of people don't watch the NBA and a lot of people don't bet the NBA versus football, where everybody and their dog is betting it. Odds makers are slow to react in changing lines based on current trends. And we've got one tonight where they just haven't reacted to a player that is peaking, that is getting added minutes because of injury to other players, and they've just left a weak line out there. And we've done this a lot. We've talked about it. We're going to cherry pick it. You got a 10-unit card for $25. You can't go through McDonald's drive-thru with two people, especially another buddy after a couple of brewskis, for $25. Invest, win, and get paid. DocSports.com, free $60, link in the description below. Or there's a tab on the website. We'll park $60 in any new account on the house. Comes with a profit guarantee and zero hassles. Get involved. Back-to-back winning days in college basketball, plus 800 for a $100 player. A two-pack tonight involving the NIT is back in action, as well as a Crown Tournament play. Sweep 2-0, a 7-unit card. We're taking a look at Major League Baseball. We passed Monday. We won in the NBA and NHL on Monday. Taking a look for games for that as well. Doc Sports, place to be. Be there, be square. Thumbs up, subscribe, all those good things. And tomorrow, we launch the Vegas Beat podcast on the YouTube channel with Griff Murphy and I. It's a sports betting show. It's a show for people who like to bet sports. You want to sit at a sports bar, have a beer with me and Griff, and want to know what we're thinking? A look back, a look ahead, angles, insights, bitches and moans as well. Just off the cuff. That's what that show is. If you love betting sports, you're going to love the Vegas Beat. It'll be up tomorrow afternoon. We tape it like 1 Central, so it'll be up by like 2 Central. Tune in.